Okay, let me go back one slide. Okay, here we go. So we're going to talk a little bit more about some terminology related to DNA structure. As you can see here, we have three different diagrams of DNA. Over here, let me grab my pen. Okay, over here, we have a space-filling model, so you can actually see the space that the different atoms in the DNA take up. Over here, we have a diagram that shows clearly one of the pieces of information we're going to talk about today, which is the backbones of the DNA. So we can talk about the backbones. And these are like the sides of the ladder. So if you look at this would be a backbone right here. And then the other backbone would be here. So it's like the two sides of the spiral ladder. And what I want to show you here in this middle diagram is what those backbones are made up of. And that is these parts of the nucleotides. So you can see right here, if you notice the phosphate, the P atom right in the center here, these yellow things, these are the phosphate groups. And then if you remember from previously, the blue pentagons here are going to be the deoxyriboses. And so it is this sequence of phosphates and deoxyriboses that makes up a backbone. Okay. So that's phosphate groups plus deoxyriboses. Okay. The other thing I want to show you is the center, the rungs of the ladder, right here. And this contains what we call the base pairs. We know that those A's, T's, C's, and G's are called nitrogenous bases. And when you have the two of them paired together, and you remember those base pairing rules, those are what we call the base pairs. Okay, so that's that for this slide. Now we're going to do a little practice. So let's go to our next slide. Okay, let me get my pen again just in case I need it. And oh, no, wait, that's going to be super thick. I'll X that. Try that again. And a thin pen, color. Okay. All right. So I would like you to take some time and pause this video and try to identify on our diagram here all the different pieces of terminology that we have. We have gone over all of these, and so just pause this video and try to identify all of them, and in a second I'll tell you the answers. Go ahead. Okay, so the answers. As you know, this is going to be the circles are the phosphate groups. The deoxyriboses are the pentagons. Okay, and then we'll skip down to backbones. So the backbones is that sequence of deoxyriboses and phosphate groups. We just said that the base pairs are in the center, they're making the rungs of the ladder. And finally, a nucleotide, you have to remember back to a previous video on this one, is going to be that three-part structure that is the repeating unit of one strand. And so here is a nucleotide. It's got the phosphate, the deoxyribose, and a nitrogenous base, and that is a nucleotide. Oh, I didn't say nitrogenous bases, I guess, but that there are two nitrogenous bases for each base pair. Okay. All right. And there you go. That's your practice. Thanks.